Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Manifesting Magic. Today's guest is Jen Cunnings. She is an energy healer and intuitive empath with a coaching and healing practice, as well as offering live online classes. Welcome, Jen.
Thanks, Steph. Thanks for having me. I'm so
Yeah,
happy to be here.
so glad you're here. So tell us what we're going to be talking about today.
So today we're going to talk about in relation to the manifestation energy that you've been, creating for this retreat, how that relates to the physical body. And, perhaps there's times where we aren't connected to our body, which can actually interfere with our creations. And in addition to that, how our bodies might be affected physically if we're not connected. So if there's illness, if there's pain, if there's, a lot of just mental activity, often that will interfere with our manifestation. So we're going to be talking a lot about how we can integrate our manifestations and our creations in our physical body so they can more easily actualize into form, into creation, and do a little guided meditation and a little light language to just facilitate that. So we're bringing our higher selves and more of our energy that might tend to be up here and really integrate it.
Yeah. Because as you were explaining to me before we started the recording is that, to manifest is to bring into the physical form. So if we're a little bit out of our bodies, like if we're experiencing a lot of physical pain or illness, and I actually have a lot of physical pain in my hip, which I'm working to heal right now. But I do feel that sometimes I want to be out of my body because it just is painful or I'm not able to sleep or something like that. So I'm curious to know how does that prevent us from manifesting when we're just uncomfortable in our bodies?
Sure. And as I mentioned, I call, when we leave our bodies, like we're escape artists, right?
Yeah.
So whether we're wanting to avoid our lives, avoid, past emotional traumas or issues, or even just to avoid pain, right? So we actually we begin to create separation from ourselves, and our energy becomes fragmented and segmented and disconnected. And so when that is, when that's going on, we're not fully present and connected to our bodies. And if you think about what we do when we manifest is we take a thought or an idea or an energy and we bring it into fruition. We bring it into form. We bring it into something tangible. Well, if we're not tangibly connected to our bodies, it can interfere with that process.
So what can we do to get back into our bodies?
Well, that's what we're going to do today. Sorry, I had to mute to cough a little bit.
That's
I'm getting
okay.
a cold, so apologies to everybody.
It's all good.
So, of course, the simplest thing to do and the easiest thing to do to be in our bodies is to allow nature to support us in that. So we can just literally go outside and put our bare feet on the ground and just connect to the earth with the intention to connect to the earth. I often will ask my feet to open up so that I'm connecting into the earth, but I'm also receiving that earth energy up. So that's what we'll do when we, I'll walk you through a little process like that when we do meditation. And then just in addition to being connected physically to the earth, just being in nature, we can ask the trees and the flowers to contribute to us. Excuse me. The other thing would be to take just some deep breaths in the morning when you first get up and to breathe it all the way in your body and even massaging your body. Because I think a lot of times our norm is to just kind of pull out because we're so busy.
Yeah.
Right? We live in a hustle and bustle. And so we're not really taught to be present. And so just taking a few breaths and bringing yourself back into the presence is going to assist as well.
Awesome. Cool. So what are some other tools that you might use to bring someone back into their body?
I like water a lot, so I tend to take baths. And even getting some energy work. So like when we do the guided meditation, I'll bring in some light language to support that. Getting a massage, anything physical, doing some movement, and of course, like if you think about what yoga is the practice of embodiment of the spirit. And it doesn't necessarily have to be yoga per se, but it can be some kind of physical activity. I've been a big fan lately of doing just free movement with the body.
Yeah.
I, and I feel like, our society creates so much judgment around bodies, whether it's too thin, too fat, not healthy enough. We've got all this baggage about how we have a relationship with our bodies. So even in that emotional, mental relationship, we create disconnections
Yeah.
because we're not, in allowance of our bodies.
Mm.
We don't spend time, like even just to wake up and be like, I love you, body. Like, thank you for,
Yeah.
the gift to be able to feel pleasure, to see, to hear, to taste. And so it's funny that you're asking this and we're going down this road, because I've actually the past year or so have really begun to do more practices with my body and begin conversations with my body, because I had so many years of judgment about it.
Mm.
And again, that energy just creates a disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really feel if people are experiencing physical pain, illness, to imagine meeting your body like you would your best friend, and treat it like that,
Mm.
and begin to have a relationship that is
Mm-hmm.
not just you talking to your body, but also listening and having this balanced reciprocation between you and your body.
Mm.
Just waking up, hi body, I love you, thank you for supporting me today. Is there anything I can do for you, body, and how would you like to experience today? And just asking questions of the body. And even if you're not getting answers, it's still developing the relationship of trust between you and your body, because we're pretty
Mm-hmm.
awful to our bodies mentally, emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how about dance? Is that another one to get people into their bodies?
Yeah, like I was saying, like I'll just, I have a 7-year-old, so I'll get up in the morning and turn the music on, and just allowing the body to move how it wants to move. I'm a big
Mm-hmm.
fan of that. And I've got actually some friends of mine who lead classes like that here, where you're just kind of allowing the body to move how it wants to move. Because I think we may have touched on this earlier in our conversation. Our body stores all of our trauma. Our body stores all of our trapped emotions and
Mm-hmm.
energies.
Mm-hmm.
And we carry this density in our bodies if they're not processed. And this is this lifetime, other lifetimes. Our body is our storage unit for all of our junk.
Yeah.
It's in the cellular memory. And so if we're in disallowance of our bodies, that kind of stuff stays locked in
Yeah.
and manifests as disease, as pain. And so there's no wrongness in pain. There's no wrongness
Mm-hmm.
in illness or disease. It's information. It's the body's communication. And so if we can foster a deeper relationship with our bodies through communication, through movement, through allowance and love, then we can start to loosen up some of the the rigidity that we've held in.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what are some other ways that people, maybe that you've seen some tools for releasing some of those traumas that may or may not be associated with physical pain? So, maybe
Mhm.
they aren't going to heal overnight, but what are some ways that we can start to release that trauma?
Absolutely. And I'll probably walk through a little bit of this in the guided
Okay,
meditation.
great.
But one thing, and this is a big tool that I teach all my clients, is to, let's say, you have a specific pain and or discomfort in your body, and just to begin to connect with it. Because as I mentioned, so often we create judgment about it. Like, oh, I don't want to feel this pain. This pain is bad. I can't stand it. I hate it. And there's all this kind of fighting against ourselves, fighting against it, and resistance to it, and judgment about it. So flip the whole coin there. And the opposite of that would be to engage with it,
Mm-hmm.
open up dialogue with it. So when I begin my sessions with my client, I'm pointing to my massage table over there. When I begin my sessions with clients, the first thing we do is begin to work with the body. So we just focus the attention on a particular place, or if they're not aware of where something is going on physically, maybe we begin emotionally. We ask the body hey, body, show us where this energy is. And like 9 times out of 9.5 times out of 10, like 9.5 times out of 10, the body responds. So we'll do that in the meditation. And then once we identify the space or the place, we just begin to breathe with it, to engage with it, and perhaps even ask some questions.
Mm-hmm.
And the intention is not necessarily to try to fix it, but more so just to open up that line of communication.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
have a client who, this is a beautiful example. She had been carrying chronic pain in her kind of neck shoulder area for, I think, 20 years.
Mm.
And we had worked through it a couple times in the sessions. And then I gave her that instruction to just work with it, be with it, love it, acknowledge it, coddle it, embrace it. So she went off and did that. She said one day it became so amplified. She was having trouble breathing.
Mm.
And when that happens, it's often because it's like a little baby crying in a crib.
Mm-hmm.
Please give me attention.
Yeah.
I need to be loved. Please
Yeah.
hold me. So she did just that. She just opened up dialogue. She breathed into the space. She loved on it. She nurtured it, and it's gone.
Wow.
20 years of chronic pain gone.
Mm.
And that's a beautiful, simple story, but sometimes things take a little longer.
Yeah.
And we have to kind of unravel some layers. But I really believe that, like, I know if I have an issue that is bothering me, maybe like a recurring thought or just an issue in my life, the first thing I do is ask my body where I'm storing that energy.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, whatever's happening in my physical life is a trigger to an energy that I'm holding from the past.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make
Mm.
sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
great. So would you like to get into the meditation now?
Sure,
Okay,
absolutely.
perfect.
Seems my cough is settling, thankfully.
Yay.
So what we'll do is I'll just walk you through just a brief meditation that will support this experience. And you don't have to listen to it later, or you can, but I'm going to just set it up so that for anyone who's wanting to develop a deeper relationship with their body, or there are areas of physical pain or even emotional pain. So we'll kind of approach it from both ways. And then we'll move and send some love and light to those places. And what I'll do, because when I'm not just talking, I'm infusing the energy with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, if you do listen again, you can be supported with the energy that's coming through. And then I'll move into the light language to assist in connecting you more deeply with your body, so that you have a greater ease in implementing this process.
Beautiful. Sounds great.
Okay.
And you're going to be doing some light language as well, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I'll wrap up with a light language, which so for those of you who aren't familiar with that, it's kind of like energy coming through with words. I don't know if any of your other guest speakers have shared that.
Yeah, a couple have.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's fairly new for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been aware of light language for like 10 years now, and it just started coming through, and it began with my hands moving around, and then ultimately coming through words.
Mm.
So I feel like I just basically create the intention to channel whatever sounds and whatever energy for the person I might be doing it for, and whatever they need to receive. So I just ask to kind of step back, allow that to flow through, and just trust that whatever's coming through is for, highest and best, all divine love and light. and just
It's just another form of healing energy, right?
Yeah, like I've been healing with my hands for 20 years, and this is just, I think, another avenue, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm still
Cool.
playing with it because, like I said, it's
Yeah.
new for me. So this will be my debut, if you will.
Okay. Great.
All
Okay.
right.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and
So,
mute.
pardon me. Oh, you muted yourself. Okay. All right. So let's invite everyone to. You can lay down. You can just find a comfortable place. If you're driving, that's fine. I would just kind of definitely keep your eyes open and alert. But if you can, be in a place to receive, letting go of any distractions, letting go of um, just anything that's going to keep you from just being with yourself, and just allow this time, this short time, to be open and to receive for you. Allow this time to be set aside so that you can honor yourself in this moment. And just like we mentioned, like, this is about honoring your body. And we so often don't do that. So if you can, please just sit down, lay down, open to receive, allow your body to open to receive. All right. And I would like to begin just by taking some nice, slow, deep breaths and bringing your breath in all the way down to your lower belly. And exhaling through your mouth, just letting go, releasing. And you might imagine on the next inhale to breathe in light. Breathe in light. On the exhale, just releasing any tension. Any place you might be in resistance, any place you might be holding on to tension, allow that to release in the breath. And on your next inhale, I would like for you to imagine breathing into your heart space now. And on the exhale, imagine this beautiful light in your heart begin to ignite, begin to glow, begin to grow. And again, breathing into that heart space, I would like for you to imagine in your heart space this beautiful light that represents that essence of who you are. The part of you that exists outside of time and space, the part of you that exists in the pure frequency of divine love that you are. Breathe into that light, connect with that light. And on the exhale, just imagine it beginning to increase in size and brightness. I love that Steph is yawning right now. A beautiful sign, the energy's moving. So we're just connecting into this beautiful place within ourselves that is our true soul essence, our higher self, if you will. And in making this connection, we allow this frequency, this energy of who we are to fill up our bodies. So breathe in one more time, connecting even deeper into that aspect, into that light of you. And now expand it through your body. Allow it to fill your body. And I really would like for you to imagine that light going all the way down your legs to your feet. And just take a few more breaths and notice this light beginning to fill up every corner, every particle in your body. Allow this light to completely flow through every single cell and in the cells. And if anybody's feeling any lightheadedness from this, be sure to place your feet on the ground And you can imagine your feet standing in some grass or some sand and just really connecting to the earth energy. We'll create the intention together now to almost like magnetically sink into the resonance, into the vibration of the earth and her beautiful supportive energy. And as that connection occurs, breathe in again, breathing that earth energy up your body, all the way up through your head. You can imagine it spilling out your head. And so when we connect into that earth energy, it supports us. We receive the contributing, powerful energy of the planet, which supports us in connecting more to our bodies. So that's kind of a way to set up your energy, to connect into your heart space, connect into the light, connect into the earth. And now that we've created a space with you and your body, I would like for you to imagine opening up a line of communication with your body. So you could imagine picking up the phone and calling your body, or just saying, "Hi, body, I'm here." And as you establish that connection, perhaps there's something that you would like to ask your body. So it could be connecting to a part of your body where there's physical pain, or you could ask your body to show you where you might be holding something. So maybe it's a thought that you've had reoccurring that you're tired of having, a judgment about yourself. Perhaps there's an emotion you've been experiencing, like fear or unworthiness or not good enough. Whatever that is for you, whatever is in your awareness that has been causing some kind of resistance, some kind of uncomfortability, I would like for you to begin to, once you identify that, ask your body, can you please show me where I'm storing this? Where is this energy being held, body? And I'm going to be quiet for a few moments while you just allow your body to respond. Sometimes it shows up as a pressure or a heaviness. Perhaps you might be experiencing tingling. Some people see this maybe in their mind's eye. They get an image of the part of the body. Right now, I'm picking something up in the lower back. So that could be somebody who's going to be listening to this later. It's like almost like a sciatica, like lower right side of back and leg. Or perhaps that's you, Steph. Okay, she's saying that's me. That's so cute. So, and Steph and I didn't share this earlier, but we decided that Steph was going to be a proxy for every single person who's listening to this later. And so whatever part of the body for you is getting your attention right now, just be an allowance of that for the moment. If you're not noticing anything, that's okay too. We're just going to set intentions that whatever part of your body needs attention right now will receive it. So just allowing the whole body to be open. But we're going to go ahead and just begin to direct the breath to the part of the body that is kind of waving the flag, if you will. And as you breathe in, like we did earlier, imagine you're breathing in light. And this light is like a flowing river that's filled with this like loving, nurturing energy. And you're just going to send it to that part of your body, almost like in soothing waves. And so because I'm picking up on Steph's, I'm just going to, if you guys Just want to imagine that like the energy is just flowing, circulating, and that light, that flow is filled with your compassion for yourself, your love for yourself and your body. And we're asking the body to essentially pull up the root of when this was created. So sometimes the origin of our pain can be created, 20 years ago or another lifetime. So we don't necessarily have to know the story of what, why, where, when, but we're giving the body the instruction to pull it up from its source of origin, from its creation. And I like to kind of see this as like bubbles rising up. The energy rises up. I'm sorry, I make little sounds when I clear energy, so that's what that noise is. And so we're just soothing that whole space and just sending love and compassion and breath to that part of our body. And it can, if you notice, it might begin to move. Sometimes we actually might benefit from visualizing the energy moving down our bodies, out our fingertips, out of our feet. Sometimes it might just be better to imagine that energy being like just wrapped up in light, so we're transmuting it into a different frequency. Pain and density in the body tends to vibrate at a lower frequency, so we're just asking and creating the intentions to shift, to elevate the frequency to a higher vibration. So that's why we bring in that energy of compassion and love. So we're accepting this part of our body with an embrace, with an acceptance, and with the energy of, I love you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. Body, you are perfect, and thank you for communicating with me with what I've been feeling. Thank you for getting my attention. Body, thank you for being here to support me. Body, I know that everything you've done has been only to support me, only for my highest good, only, it's like your body is only responding to you in alliance with, in like the support of your creations. Right? Your body doesn't work against you. Your body only works for you. So just opening up the gratitude for that, opening up the gratitude, and just allowing that breath to continue to flow in, almost wrapping up this part of your body with the energy of gratitude, acceptance, and love. And you can continue this process for just as long as you need to. I would advise to go back to the heart space in case you get too much in your head. Connect into that light, connect into that frequency of divine oneness in your heart light, and just almost like a spotlight directing it down. And in this energy of acceptance, we begin to dissolve the layers of separation and disconnection that we've created within ourselves, within our body. So we're asking all parts of you, all aspects of you that have been separated, disconnected, in judgment of, so any place of separation, any place of duality within your body, from your past, from any other realities, any other dimensions, we're actually asking all of you to come back into your body, into the oneness, all the way down to your feet. So we're creating this beautiful balance between this, infinite, eternal soul of you and the physical body of you, right? As above, so below, in this perfect united balance in oneness, in wholeness. So I'm going to begin the light language. And if that part of your body is still talking to you, just continue to send it love. And if you're feeling a little more relaxed in that part of your body, just be open to receive. We're just going to begin the light language and to assist you in aligning and connecting with all those energies with the higher aspects of you. Ashoria kama asasha o kere se enero koshe ere sasha maoria anoria kara sasha orienere sasher kosasha oriene omoria ono ora asasha amayane ese ekere sasha kuyenere ena ukayane esasha oria maoria ano o shaka sasha mawayene se ere kosoria maoyana ama iane ese shero social ira mawayane ekoria ma social. And just the energy I'm feeling coming through is just to expand your light out and just connect with all of the planet, connect with all of humanity, remembering that you are not separate and connecting with everything because everything is part of you and you are all. So opening up to that remembrance and just imagine your light in your heart shining out throughout all the planet, all the space, into the stars. Akaisha ne ese shi imero koriara anoriara sasha ora mawaya ne ese sho ukiri niroa, and connecting with the earth, and connecting with your body. Arosa shakamero sasha ekere sasha oma wayano orea sasha oma ashaya ne ese shiroko mire sasha orimara anoria sasha amakoya ne ekere sasha oriame okoriana asha sasha koya she ereme sasha oriama orekasha era sasha oriara karama oria ama akara sasha okoso shira masasha ere sasharo na amariara. And remembering the power, sometimes when we're in a body, we forget the infinite powerful being that we are. And so igniting that fire in your belly again, remembering your power, remembering your truth, and feeling that as this like sunlight glowing fire in your belly, igniting your power, igniting your truth and remembrance and realignment with who you are. Ukoshasa kariamera sasha kira sasha ora yana erekora sasha oma awayana esasha sasha a yana ukoriara sasha oriame moshora sa akashera sa amora sasha ayane sashoro kama wayana ayana. And just letting the body go now and just really being in this space of allowance, of receiving. It's like in this space of allowance, we reconnect to the flow of the universe. We reconnect to the flow of oneness. So it's this letting go and surrendering into flow. Amashaya ne sasho soyame ene sashoroi. Ayana sashora samayana o. Anna shoro sashamayana sashairo sosho okoyene. Amayana asashoria. It's like this divine feminine energy that invites us to be receiving, open to allowing. Amakayana sasho sekemere sasha ayane sashiriama oko shire sashama wayane esa samawayani amayana. Just taking some nice deep breaths, and maybe even if you're sitting up, just allowing your body to kind of sway and move as you would if you were a tree in the wind. So it's kind of allowing this gentle sway just to open up your connection and flowing with the universe. Just kind of this allowance. almost like a beautiful dance. If you were dancing with the flow of the universe, what would that feel like to you? Amasha sasha ere sasha enerora aikere sasha oama wayane eroa kayane sasha okere mere amaya sashora. And let's just take some nice deep breaths, just coming back to your body. Bring your awareness back to the room you're in. And just letting go of any expectations, just being an allowance for whatever you may have received today, just knowing that it's perfect for you. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Steph, for facilitating. I really enjoyed all the energies coming through.
Thank you so much, Jen. That was beautiful, and I feel so relaxed and in my body. even though I left for a few minutes, my mind was in the other room, but it was really wonderful. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a little relief to your pain.
yeah, I am actually. I am.
Good,
so
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
As most people know by now, I'm always a little bit out of it after these things, so I kind of like to just wrap it up.
Yes.
Do you mind sharing with us what your free gift is for the audience?
Oh, yes.
What was I have it here in case you don't remember.
So I think I offered just a 15, 20 minute, I can't remember, just a phone or virtual Zoom session to just clear some energy. We could even do some intuitive reading, but it may be a personalized light language. So I often just, when I meet with clients, it's whatever comes through. So really, if it's the light language or something else, just whatever is available.
Beautiful. And that's completely free?
Yes, ma'am.
Amazing. That's so generous of you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you like them to go and post in the Facebook group?
Well, I would love to just hear if anyone had any experiences with their body and just anything that you were feeling. And I'd be happy to answer any questions that anybody has as well. I do recommend, especially for, if there's issues that are deeper, to practice this connection with the body as often as possible. So, I just love to hear what everyone was experiencing.
I would love to hear that too. So feel free to tag Jen and myself as well. And we'll see you in the Facebook group.
All right. Thank you so much, Steph. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Jen. Bye.
Bye.